Welcome back. In this session, I'll talk about the fundamentals of a product roadmap, comprising why do you need a product roadmap? What is the purpose of a product roadmap? What is the difference between internal and external product roadmap? And finally, what is not a product roadmap? Why do we need a product roadmap? The product roadmap is the only document that can outline a plan to steer the product from its current state to its desired state. If what you are doing today should push the product to where it wants to be tomorrow, then product roadmap is inevitable. In the event of no product roadmap, I could only recollect the famous quote of Benjamin Franklin: if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Lack of product roadmap would render the product directionless, and product manager is possibly providing an opportunity to all the stakeholders to steer the product in different conflicting directions without any purpose or objective. No one will have any clarity on the overall direction of the product, and it definitely hurts the confidence and motivation of all the stakeholders. The biggest downside is that the impact is not felt immediately, but slowly and steadily, the sales would decline, the rate of new customer acquisition dwindles, the gap widens with the competitive products, customers will start whining about the lack of features that really excite them, and they lose confidence in further investing in the product. It will also lead to an exodus of all the best performing employees, slowing innovations. Most importantly, the impact could be irreversible. It might be difficult to stop the juggernaut. So, product roadmap really plays a significant role in the evolution of a product. Product roadmap serves several purposes to various stakeholders. To customers, product roadmap provides confidence that the product is actively evolving. Customers can plan their business depending on the overall direction of the product. Product roadmap, when shared with customers regularly, eliminates conflicts or ambiguity between what customers expect and what they'll get. To sales team can leverage the roadmap as a competitive advantage to close deals. The sales team can also use the product roadmap to sell the vision of the future for retaining existing customers and attracting prospective customers. To business development managers can look forward to expanding the business into new territories or new market segments depending on how the product is evolving in the future. To management team, roadmap is used as a communication tool to elaborate on the work done by various teams and how they collectively contribute to accomplishing product objectives. To product managers, preparation of product roadmap as an explicit activity provides the impetus for product managers to consciously focus on product vision, product objectives, and product strategy. Preparation of product roadmap as a continuous activity allows an opportunity for a product manager to keep the product roadmap aligned with the rest of the elements like vision, purpose, objectives, and strategy. To engineering leadership, product roadmap helps them to realign and reprioritize their resource allocation. Product roadmap will also create a palpable sense of excitement among every engineer about the overall direction of the product that they get excited to come back to work every day. Product roadmap creates a sense of purpose not only among engineers but also with every other stakeholder. There are always two kinds of product roadmap: internal roadmap and external roadmap. The audience for external roadmap are customers, sales team, account managers, and business development managers, while the audience for the internal roadmap is primarily engineering team. External roadmap, as the name implies, is purely internal and it is strictly driven by product managers. The internal roadmap is strictly internal and it cannot be exposed outside the organization. The internal roadmap is jointly driven by product managers and engineering team. The external roadmap will outline only outcomes and value delivered to customers in each release. Internal roadmap contains an exhaustive list of features delivered in each release. External roadmaps are reviewed by stakeholders and arrived at a consensus of what to share, how much to share, and when to share. Organizations always have long term plans, but for some strategic reasons, they might decide to reveal to customers plans for the next 6 months only. On the other hand, organizations might also decide to share what they're confident about delivering. Certain experimental products will be concealed until all the uncertainties are eliminated. However, there is no such restriction on the internal roadmap. We expose all our plans in our internal roadmap. Therefore, it is essential to mark the internal roadmap as strictly confidential and restrict the access to a limited audience even within an organization. Internal roadmaps, when leaked outside the organization, might hit a competitive advantage and create havoc. So ensure high confidentiality with internal roadmaps. Finally, what is not a roadmap? The roadmap is not a committed plan. Product manager cannot be rigid and averse to make any changes to the product roadmap even though situation demands. On the other hand, product manager cannot be too flexible, making frequent changes. There is a thin line between being extremely rigid and being extremely flexible. Product manager should know how to balance between them. Most of the business environments are volatile because of the frequency of changes that are happening around us. So as I had indicated earlier, product roadmap, sorry, product manager should anticipate and adapt to the change. The roadmap is definitely not prepared in haste and not so in reactive mode. Product manager cannot piece together some random features and build a roadmap. Product roadmap should unambiguously communicate the overall direction of the product and it should outline the customer value delivered in each release. Product roadmap should provide compelling reasons for customers to embrace the product. Finally, every item added to the product roadmap is not added randomly as per the whims and fancies of a product manager. Every item added to the product roadmap is carefully evaluated by the following criterion: how it helps customer business, how it helps in achieving product objectives, how it helps in realizing product purpose, is it in alignment with the product strategy. See you in the next session to talk about product vision, product strategy, and how both of them are related to product roadmap. Thank you. See you soon.